Hello everyone. We're going to get started here with the second workshop, and you're here at From Frikeh to Tabouleh, how Lebanon can disrupt the food chain, one dish at a time. We have a very special guest here. Bahige El-Rayess is a principal at Kearney in New York. He works in the firm's global food and beverage sector. Bahige advises companies across the end-to-end value chain, including agriculture, grain traders, food processors, service providers, restaurant and food retailers. Bahige publications focus on commodity management and implications for food and beverage companies. He's the leader of the Kearney's annual commodity survey, the annual consumer and retail M&A report, and is a frequent speaker in industry conferences covering F&B topics. Bahige is based in New York, as I mentioned earlier, and has been a recipient of 2 Global Client Service Awards and elected into America's High Potential Program. Prior to New York, Bahige was also at Kearney in Dubai for 4 years, where he helped also set up the office over there. Bahige came here to Wharton in the fall. He gave a very interesting talk. It was about coming from the Middle East to the US and how he was he acclimated to the US from a business and corporate perspective. So if you have questions on that during Q&A, you should ask him. He had very interesting thoughts and comments. And he's also a good friend of Penn. So with that, I'm honored to have Bahige here.
Thank you, Riyad, for listening. Well, hi everyone. I'm very excited to be with you here today. I don't know if you can hear me well. We'll try it with the microphone. If it becomes too loud, we can take it out. So I thought let's do something different today because, let's try to make it relevant for the Middle East. So I'm a consultant. I work in food and beverage. And I would like to talk to you today about an opportunity that we all have and we haven't really explored in Lebanon, which is, how can we take our food, more globally? But before, I wanted to give you a small background about what I do and about consulting. And, what I want to cover essentially is maybe start a little bit with some light humor, which is the stereotypes of being Lebanese, and then tell you more about why I chose management consulting as a career. And then maybe dive into, to understand the potential of Lebanon, it's important to understand the food trends. So I'm going to talk to you a bit about the food trends and how you can address them as a consultant. And I'm interested to know, for the nutritionist, food scientist, and also your perspective of, if you've seen some of those common trends as well. And then finish with the interesting part, which is what can we do as Lebanon? And it's more of a discussion you want to have. I'm going to share with you some ideas, some discussions I've had with people in the industry, and maybe just I would like to get your perspective. And I have Q&A at the end, but please interrupt me. Right, this is not meant to be as a presentation. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
You can continue.
All right. So Lebanese have many stereotypes. What are some examples? Yes.
I'm not Lebanese.
Okay.